their stuff is next weekend, so since it's getting late, I figure if anything we work on, we should work on what we're definitely doing this weekend.
This is the big scene. The big dialogue, the lots of dialogues.
Big dialogue scene, yeah. And also, I feel like if we sort of see a relationship building while we're doing this, we can bring that over to other scenes.
So, I was looking at it on the way out, but I didn't look at this scene as much. So, is it okay if I use my?
Oh yeah, you can. You don't have to.
What, you mean you're not off book?
Yet.
Shame, neither mine.
Did you have yours memorized for the audition?
No, actually.
I did. Boom.
Boom.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. So yeah, we'll.
Entrance.
I mean, we could use this as a barber chair, but I'll use this one.
Good barber chair.
So yeah, I'm just gonna lay out this room the way it is in the barber shop, and this would be the main entrance. You have a door right in the center, and all the barber chairs are gonna be along here. But I think you guys are gonna.
So comfy.
Oh, good. You can thank Emily's parents for bringing it over.
Thank you, Emily, and her parents, which are here.
Right.
Oh, are you filming? Hi.
Let's treat these two chairs as if they are the area of the windowsill, because this is what I think you guys are going to do. He's going to have let you into the barber shop. You guys are going to come in, and I think you're going to sit down. He might be in a barber chair, and you're on the windowsill, but it'll be somewhere around.
Wait, what is this, and what is this? What?
This is just going to act as one of the barber chairs.
That's
but
one of the barber chairs.
I don't know if you're going to sit in this or if you're going to sit on a windowsill area, so I'm just going to use these chairs.
Would I not be tending to my little barber station?
You were, and yeah, you're gonna let her in. We're gonna have a shot from outside also of you letting her in and people saying, why is this guy letting this girl into his shop all by herself?
And in this scene, I don't swivel on the swivel chair, right?
Right, yeah, this is after you had the kind of the fight where he was kind of mean to you and, banished you from the car. So now you're coming in just sort of trying to make amends.
Okay.
And we had this idea, because you say, I talked to her about how the line is now changed to,
It's, are you okay?
Are you okay?
Instead of, so what happened?
And now his first line, as you might recall, is, you shouldn't touch other people's, and he's trailing off. That is mainly in reference to the fact that you were grabbing at his pictures by
Yeah,
his
because
car.
they're my mom. I mean, it's not weird at all that he has pictures of my mom in his car.
Not weird at all. That's normal, run-of-the-mill, standard.
Random guy I've never seen before.
Yes, but I think because you are still someone that likes to
Be friendly.
be friendly and your character doesn't mind just exploring the areas, he's going to have some sort of clock on the windowsill, and which is already a huge change because in the beginning you came in with your dad and you just plopped down on the chair. Now you're sort of waiting to be invited in. And
Can we have her stop in the doorway so that I can sort of make my retreat?
yes.
And then she advance?
And just so you know, I don't know if it helps you at any, but the physical location, you actually step down 3 stairs. So you're on the sidewalk, you have to step down 1 or 2 stairs to get to the door.
I step down to get to the front door?
No,
from
she
the
will.
inside?
Yeah.
Oh, from the outside, step down.
Yeah, the barber shop is a couple steps down, so that might be just if that's going to change.
Okay, so maybe step inside and just stop there instead of chasing me down.
Yeah, and maybe you could.
Then I would feel like I would want to retreat to my little station and start arranging things or something.
I would almost.
Or like dusting off my chair, or.
It's not really giving her the cold shoulder, but you're like, well, you're
I'm
here,
trying
but
to
I don't
busy
really want to
myself.
talk to you
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. I don't want to talk to you.
Right, I'm gonna busy myself with some business.
And while you're doing that, this might be an opportunity for you to sit down because you're saying you're going to see him as doing his own thing, so you might be here for a while.
Sit down here.
I would sit down, and again, we'll have to see when we get to the location, but either in the second barber chair, if that's what we have, or on the windowsill, because he's obviously not finished, and you might have to wait this out a little bit.
Some distance,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
you're
I think what
touching
pulls you
some of my
over-
stuff.
That might be when you shouldn't touch other people. You need to.
You think
go
I would
over there.
approach her that quickly? I don't think I would go there that quickly. I don't think I would want to. I think I want.
So you wanna
Right
say-
now, my feeling is put something between us.
So do you think he would say that line but not physically take it away first, or just not say anything. You want to? I'll just.
I wouldn't try and take it away from her. I would just tell her.
I think you should take it.
But I'm afraid of you. You make me feel afraid of you.
But I'm touching your clock.
It's
your,
more important to me to keep a distance from you
It's your
than to
grandma's
safeguard my clock.
It's your grandma's clock.
But there have been a lot of interactions, you know, in the past leading up to this, where you've made him fairly uncomfortable. So now.
All right.
There's a lot about you that makes me uncomfortable.
Right back at you.
Your character. You.
We're not in real life. Okay. We're in the.
We're in that world.
Oh, okay. We're not in. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So there's a lot about you that makes me uncomfortable right now.
And I didn't even realize it.
And I think we can play this way too. If we can, even though while we're talking notes, we can sort of try to stay in the mind of the character even as we're discussing it. So
Okay.
that way we kind of stay in that mood.
Okay.
So do you want to maybe start that just from the top there to that point? Let me give you your script back in case.
Thank you.
I just wanted to.
Okay, so should I just like grab this off like randomly? Or do I?
And maybe after you sit down and you kind of
Okay,
see
I'll
it
just put it
there,
there.
I don't think you would have noticed it right away until you settled a little bit.
Okay. Are you okay?
What the hell's my line?
You shouldn't touch that.
You shouldn't touch other people's. Your mom's name is Amber.
Yeah, and it's the same dress. I asked her.
Hazel and Amber. You told her about me? Does she know? Does she remember me?
She remembers, but then my dad came home. We couldn't really talk about it anymore.
That's it? You don't know anything else? She had to say something else. Doesn't she remember what happened?
What happens?
What happened? Well, we were best friends in grade school. She was the only person that mattered to me. But then she got hurt bad. And she was taken away and I never saw her again. I didn't know if she was okay, if she lived. She was the only person that mattered to me. And I can't think about anybody except her. Amber.
Well, she's alive.
Why isn't she? Oh, she's alive. But she's not here. What? She's alive? Say it again.
Well, she's alive.
Why isn't she here with you? Why didn't she come see me? She didn't even try and call me.
Well, you didn't go to her either.
Well, I didn't know if you were telling the truth and what if she didn't remember me? Plus, your dad would kill me. She's scared. Why couldn't she come see me?
It's hard. She's in a wheelchair. She told me that she got hurt on a playground when she was my age, and that's why she makes me be so careful. She doesn't want me to get hurt like she is.
But she's alive.
You need to see her.
It's all I've ever thought about. Is that what it is? It's all I've ever thought about.
All I've ever wanted.
That's all I've ever wanted, but I never thought this would actually happen. I gave up. I got used to it. I got used to thinking of I got used to wanting to see her without actually thinking I ever would.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that is the end of life.
No, it's okay. I know she remembers you, and I know she would want to see you again. My dad goes over to his friend's house in a few days to play cards or something. You should come over then.
I don't know.
Do you have something nice to wear?
What do I have?
You look at me perplexed.
I'm just not sure if I have something nice to wear. I have a few neckties.
A suit would be nice. Flowers. She likes roses.
I'll do it!
Yeah!
And then we have the shopping montage where he keeps coming out of the dressing room and other outfits. Like, I'm walking on sunshine. It's gonna be great.
And they're playing like do-do-do-do-do-do music. And then she goes and meets him and then they get married and Chris, or what's
Oh,
his
it's
name,
happy.
my dad?
That'll be the alternative ending. Where
What's my dad?
Yeah.
What's my dad again?
What's
What's my dad again? Who's my dad?
What's your dad? What's his name?
Yeah, Chris.
Chris.
Right?
Yes.
So then Chris gets thrown off a cliff and then he marries her and then
Oh my, wow. This is
Your
Vengeful.
biological dad?
So I don't know if this
Not
is
you,
going to
Daddy.
find
just
too
Chris.
fine a point on it, because now we've been talking about like your physicality to her, and you sat down and you started asking questions, and then a little bit later, you're trying to get more from her, and then it's almost like when you were.
I leaned back
Defensive
when I
about
should have
it.
been leaning forward. Yeah.
Well, I wonder if you do sit in the barber chair, and if there's space to sit even closer to her, if it's. Like you didn't go to see her either. Like maybe you get even. I didn't know.
Well, how far is this chair from that chair in the real space?
The chair that's closest to the window is. It's not that. I mean, there's a couple like.
But she's in one of the guest chairs, or she's in a barber's chair, or what?
There's like a windowsill that I believe you can sit on. If we can't, there are some chairs that I might probably pull over there because I really want to get you guys next to that window by the end of it because I really
The
want that
light.
sun coming in.
We're shooting this Sunday, right?
Yes, we are.
Sunday.
I thought you were being serious when you said.
Oh, so like, why isn't she here with you? Why didn't she come meet me? So, because I feel like you're almost trying to put blame on the other party in those lines. Like it's not my fault. What about this other person? If she's alive, why hasn't she come to see me? I've been obsessing over her. She should be obsessing over me. That's what I think is going on to his head. So I can see when you're saying that line too, if you're able to actually get even closer to her to.
Okay. So maybe sitting in the barber chair is too comfortable. Maybe I have to approach her, get closer, but keeping another barrier in between us. Maybe the next barber chair over. She really? But I want more information, but I'm still keeping this in between us just in case you're a danger to me.
And she keeps coming back with stuff, and then you kind of go on the defense. Like, you didn't go to her either. Well, I didn't know she was telling.
Yeah.
I mean, so that could be. This is why I don't want to put too fine a point on it. I don't want you physically leaning in at every time you're on the offense and physically moving back every time you're on the defense. But maybe if there's.
Beautiful young lady, you need to get out of my shop. Get away from me. This is really hard for me to be
serial,
around you.
guys.
This is just not right.
Super serial. Okay, here we go.
Are you okay?
I always forget this first line.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Oh, because I'll have to watch you as soon as you grab it.
Yeah, I would pick that up before you say anything, because
Okay.
maybe you're sort of finding something to do because you think
Okay.
he's gonna, and you don't want to interrupt him too
So
soon.
can we start it again?
Yeah.
Careful.
Oh gosh, careful, please. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Are you
Shouldn't.
okay?
You shouldn't touch on your mother. Your mom's name is Amber.
Yeah, and it's the same dress. I asked her.
Hazel and Amber. You told her about me? Did she know? Did she remember me?
She remembers, but then my dad came home and we couldn't really talk about it anymore.
That's it? That's all you know? She has? I feel like I gotta sit for this. Maybe it's sit and then later it's get up again.
I say for this exercise, whatever you feel, just go with it. And
That's it? You don't know anything else? You don't know anymore? She had to say something else. Doesn't she remember what happened?
What happened? Wait. When it says she nods her head, is that like,
Nod is up down.
yeah, she's saying, I'm nodding my head like, yes, I know what happened, but I'm asking what happened? Or am I saying
Right.
she knows what happened?
for which one? Because there
It
is a part.
doesn't she remember what happened? And I nod my head, and then she says,
Oh yeah, that's sort of like a no. Like I don't know what you're talking about. So you're
I'm
asking for.
Shaking your head.
So I'm shaking my
Yeah,
head.
he wants to know if your mom knows what happened, but she hasn't said anything. You don't know, so
So I'm
you want to
shaking.
find out too. Yeah.
So
She's saying nodding indicates this. Right?
Nodding. If
Usually.
nodding's up and down, then that should not be nodding.
Shaking
Yeah,
is.
she shakes her head.
Wagging her head or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what the term is for side to side.
She moves her head from left to right, indicating no.
Like an extremely fast
That's all right.
tennis game
Negative response.
or hockey game.
Chipmunks play hockey.
Cut. And cut.
That's it? You don't know anymore? She
Check the
had to
gate.
say something else.
We don't have to check the gate anymore.
What does
Doesn't
that
she
mean?
remember what?
Film cameras.
happened?
They would pass film through the lens, and sometimes a hair would get stuck. You can see them in films, Hollywood films. There'll be a shot where you see a little hair just kind of flickering in the corner of the edge, and they had a hair stuck, a physical hair stuck in the gate of the camera, and it got on the film. And sometimes they'll restore the films and digitally remove it, but
That's-
movies where you just see this little thing. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, then on some episodes of Lost, there's a couple shots. They shot that on film.
Can you
Anyway, that's a pet peeve.
Can you say action?
I'm saying acting if that helps. Yeah, sure. Do you want it? Where do we want to start from? So-
Can we start from Hazel and Amber?
Ready?
Told her.
Tense
Top
up
of the
and
page, yeah.
action. Get ready to act. Stop being natural now and action.
Well, I usually say what I've been saying in my other films. I say action when ready, so you know it's good to go, and
Ah.
that's also just when ready. So,
Wait, but then we get to take our time.
and that's fine if you need, because I know that's for that exact reason. You've heard this exterior voice saying something to you. So when I say action when ready, that means you can, if you need a minute to let me just
Gather.
and things settle. Yeah.
Can you say ready when action? Because then action is the last word before we go, and that's how it's supposed to be.
I will tell you how you are to direct me.
I'm sorry.
She's
it's
trying to
just
train herself.
No, it's just that's how they
Be
do
right.
it. Like they say action is the last word, and then they act.
What if Daniel becomes like the big shot director and his whole way of working is action when ready? That's his thing.
No,
That's
it
it.
has to be
Just
ready.
cover your ears after I say action. Don't worry about the when
Okay.
ready.
Okay.
So you'll be the editor as well. You'll just
All right.
all right. Or action.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Do it again. Can you just say ready in action once?
Ready when action.
That's it. You know not anymore. She had to say something else. Doesn't she remember what happened?
Wait. I thought we were going from the Hazel and Amber. You told her about me. Does she know about me?
If you want to stop.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
Where are we going from?
From Hazel and Amber, you told her about me. Does she remember? Does she know about
Can you
me?
give me the cue coming into that line, please?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it's the same dress. I asked her.
Amber. You told her about me? Does she know?
but then my dad came home and we couldn't really talk about it anymore.
That's it? That's all you know? She had to say something else, but doesn't she remember what happened?
What happened?
We were. Thank you. That's enough. We were best friends in grade school. She was the only person that mattered to me. But then she got hurt bad, and she was taken away, and I never saw her again. I didn't know if she was okay, if she lived. She was the only person that mattered to me, and I can't think about anyone except her.
Well, she's alive.
Why didn't she come see me? Well, why? What the hell is the line? Why didn't she come see me? Why isn't she here with you? Why? She didn't even try to call me.
Well, you didn't go to her either.
Why? I didn't know if you were telling the truth. And what if she didn't remember me? Plus, your dad would kill me. It's just, I don't need the line. You don't need her. I'm just scared. I'm just scared. Well, why couldn't she come see me?
I'm sorry. It's hard. She's in a wheelchair. She told me she got hurt on a playground when she was my age, and that's why she makes me be so careful. She doesn't want me to get hurt like she is.
She's alive.
You need to see her.
I don't know. It's all I ever thought about, but I never thought this would actually happen. I gave up. I got used to it. I got used to thinking about wanting. I got used to wanting to see her without thinking I actually would.
I know she remembers you, and I know she would want to see you again. My dad goes over to his friend's house in a few days to play cards or something. You should come over then.
I don't know.
Do you have something nice to wear? Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens.
And I like both of your thing. I like that you. I guess we talked about that originally, where you can see the tides turning. You can see that you're starting to convince him. You're letting him know, can you come over? Even though he's not really sure, you know that you're gonna win him over. So it's good that you're getting a little bit more not chipper. You're a little bit more positive about it. You're feeling pretty convinced of your mental jujitsu with him. And I like that you even just that shift away without having to physically get up and move away. Just even a shift that's plenty for somebody, I think.
Sorry.
Just adjusting their weight.
I needed help, but I was not wanting help. So you were doing the good thing that I didn't want you to do.
Like
Because I was trying to be self-sufficient over here. You know?
And the one small change for you,
Yes.
if I could, it's very minor.
Yep.
Where is it?
Do you think you could just to a pen so I could like change
I got
the
one.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
can you make sure you get my good side up there?